welcome to episode 34 of Series 1 of Master League Story Mode. Before we get into our game, which is going to be Crystal Palace, a little bit of admin. We're going to be switching the scheduling slightly for Master League Story Mode and also the episode length, as YouTube Analytics consistently informs me that people are only watching generally somewhere in the 10 to 15 minute portion of the episodes, which are generally 25 to 30. So you can see the problem. So what I'm going to be doing is switching to a 3-a-week schedule. So it's going to be Monday, Wednesday and Friday releases, but they're going to be one game per episode. So we're going to give that a go for a while. This is up for discussion. You know, none of these schedules are set in stone, but I just want to see what happens with slightly shorter episodes, see if people watch a bit more. You know, there's been some gems in minute 28, minute 29 of these episodes that a sad amount of people just aren't getting a chance to watch, and I don't want that to happen. You know, we don't want to see a Buendia overhead kick goal from outside of the box in minute 29 of a 30-minute episode, which no one gets to see. That would be a sad, sad state of affairs. So that's what we're doing. That's the plan. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I'm going to give it a go for a while and see how it progresses. For now, we'll do 3, but we might even be able to push to 4, depending on how I can fit that in around my everyday life. But that's what we're doing. Okay, it's Crystal Palace at Ewood Park. Let's have a look at the teams. So everyone looking good, except for Safir Taider, which is a shame seeing as he's just been called up into the Algeria squad. I mean, that's sort of expected. So what do we do here? The safe option is just to bring in Low. Again, we're trying to work out what we're going to do here. Oh, we're playing Oxford now. I've decided. He starts. Oxford starts. And I'm afraid it's going to be ahead of Hanley. Well, I don't think he's got the development capabilities of Duffy. So the captain, relegated to the bench. Controversial maybe, but we know Tim doesn't shy away from a controversial decision. I think we're going to play Redmond out on the right again and bring in Emmy, the big little man, Emmy Buendia, who I think should be pretty dangerous in this game. Quick look at Palace. They brought in Matteo Destro up front, who is a dangerous centre-forward. We need to keep an eye on him. And obviously they've got Cabaye, who is... Oh, and they've got Bruno Alves. Is that the battle axe veteran Portuguese centre-back? That's a great signing from Palace. So he could be difficult to break down, but also a bit slow. And Obulari's on a red, so that could be interesting. Let's go. So we're back at Ewood Park. It's a night game. Is this a Friday night? One of those rare Friday night games? Let's hope so. I love them. They are a real pleasure. In the last episode, we ended with a good result, although we lost to Chelsea in the Cup. We ended on a win. Ulari's in great form. Top scorer in the Premier League. And Bakali there, who's just been called up to the Belgium squad, is also firing. Let's see how we get on. So Buendia's been great. He's got that turn. Look at that turn. I love that. He's got that change of direction. A bit like Bakali, who's also very quick off the mark. Oh, that's poor interplay though. Destro, we need to watch. Traore's got the pace for that. Not a problem. It's one thing I love about Traore. He doesn't often get beaten in situations like that. Here comes Doughty. Strong running away from Lee. Manages to hold on to it. Oh, the pass goes out. Doughty. Prove those doubters wrong. Those doubtiers. Wow, Buendia nicks in. Ball into Ulari. Can he whip it across? He can. Redmond can't get there. Oh, Redmond just slacking. The last second. Oh, but he's won it back off Soiree. And then away from one. Buendia. Chip into the path of Doughty. He gets it down. He can't get the shot away. MacArthur does really well. Henley's got that first bit of pace away from pretty much anyone he likes. But Carly gets a shot away. Decent effort from the young Belgian. Came off his wing to the near post. Gets a foot on it. Just steers it wide. Traore shaping up against Critty. And he's got the run on him there just about. Nice ball out there from Oxford. Into Low. Passes it off to Buendia. Oh, look at that turn. On a sixpence. Into Ulari, takes it down. Redmond here, gets away, can't get the shot away. But it's a foul on the edge of the box. Electric counter-attack there from Blackburn. Emmy Buendia. Just such a magician on the ball. Redmond, he's saying, give him a card, send him off. Take his name. Oh, he stood on his foot or something. Who have we got from this sort of range? This is perfect territory for Bakali. This should be a goal here. If it's not, we're missing a chance. Bakali hits it. Oh, he's put it wide. So in the last couple of weeks in the press, Tim Sherwood, Blackburn's incredibly successful manager, has been tipped for the England job by none other than our good mate Harry, who was put him as front of the queue in his opinion to take over and do what Roy Hodgson couldn't in the Euros. It would be interesting, wouldn't it? It would be interesting. Here's Ulari into Redmond. It's a nice play here. Little chip in from low into Ulari. Oh, Palace player does well. Ulari spins away on the left. Oh, keeper just manages to get to it. Good centre forward play there from Ulari. Back to goal, took a touch, span and got the shot away. That's poor from Palace. They've yet to put anything together. Here's Buendia. This time he looks long for the head of... Oh, Ulari gets under control. Can he get a touch? Oh, McCarthy out really quickly. Ulari got the better of the centre-back, but keeper was there. Oh, Ulari charges this down. Oh, he tries to cut back inside onto the right. He should have just given that a good old smack. Doughty out to low. We've not seen much of in this game. Into Bakali. Oh, he throws the dummy. And with the curling shot, Zakaria Bakali, and that's 1-0. Great start to the game for Blackburn. Bakali with the trademark footwork and the skill on the outside of the box that we've come to expect. And he danced away from the defender with an unbelievable fake. Low with a simple ball inside to Bakali. He lined it up as if he was going to shoot, and the defender falls for that hook, line and sinker. And then it's an easy finish. So we go, Blackburn a goal up after 40 minutes. It was coming, really. All the play in this match has been from Blackburn. Mainly through Buendia, but this is dangerous here. Balassi, oh, he's made a massive error there. Here is Buendia, the magician. He's got a lot of the Santi Cazorla to him. Here he is again. Driving through. Oh, this time the pass is off. And that's 1-0 at the half. Pretty convincing. Pretty convincing. Yep, and the stats reflect that as well. 3 shots on target, 1 goal, 57% possession. This is a typical Blackburn at Ewood Park performance. So what can we pull out in the second half? We've been on top for the whole first half. We really need to make this one safe. That's a great ball into Redmond. He's got Ulari in the centre. Can he get a ball in? He can. Or be Ulari with the head. Save, but Bakali's in for the rebound. And that's Bakali's second of the game. It's an incisive attack to begin this second half of Blackburn. Oh, the big man, little man. That's always a great sight to see. Look at that. He's just nuzzling into his chest. Actually, Emi Buendia is actually shorter than Bakali. That's hard to believe. Look at that. What contrast. But it was Ulari who got the head on it. So that was a great ball out into Redmond, who only had Ulari in the centre to aim for, but what a target he is. He gets a good head on it. It's actually a great save from McCarthy. But Bakali, look at the speed, the tenacity to get there ahead of the Palace defender. And that's 2-0, and rightly so. Low ahead of Balassi. Oh, couldn't get to it, but it's fallen to Ulari. Redmond's there. If he can hold this up, he's waiting for the run. Oh, he's done really well to get ahead of him. Great play from Redmond. Little chip. Oh, that was audacious play there from Nathan Redmond. Went for the chip. Duffy coming out so strongly there. Buendia into low. Puts it out to Bakali. Oh, that's Ulari even. Ball in towards Destro, but Steele's out. That's the first bit of action for Steele. 60 minutes in, and I think that might be his first touch of the ball. Palace have been awful in this game. Doughty out to Bakali. Skips away from Chrétien. Back to Doughty, but he's not got the pace to get ahead of Mariappa. Puts him under good pressure. Oh, and that's poor. Ulari, can he get away from his defender? He can't, but it's fallen to Buendia. Little slip ball into Ulari. That's great play. Buendia, hot Mr. on the spot, as he has been in this game. Really great awareness there to win the ball back and then put the ball through to Ulari, who doesn't miss in those positions. Not on a red, not on the form he's in. And that's 9 goals in 8 for Robbie Ulari. Bakali did well to put it in. Ulari tried to turn the defender who managed to get a foot in, but Buendia in there so quickly. And then it's a nicely weighted ball into Ulari. He's not going to miss from that situation. Off goes Buendia and Henley, both looking a bit tired. Buendia's had an absolutely monstrous game, but unfortunately, at his age and in this attacking midfield position, he's rarely going to last a full game. And we don't want to put unnecessary pressure on him in terms of minutes when we are cruising at 3-0 at home. So he comes off to a rapturous applause from the Blackburn fans. And Redmond moves into attacking midfield. Better here from Palace. Not had many instances of this sort of attack. Oxford comes out, he can't win it back. Jordan Much into Destro, he turns. Duffy does well to take it away. And that's a nice little flick out there. Tyler couldn't get to it. Oh, that's a goal. Who was that? It's a goal for Yannick Bolasie. That looked to be a nice little ball into Tyder. He's come on, but he was slow to react to it. He is on a downward arrow. We want to give him some minutes anyway, but it really showed there. The ball from Destro through Duffy's legs, and Bolasie capitalises on that Blackburn mistake. Redmond does well to get away from MacArthur. Safir Tyder out to Lowe, who's moved into the right back position. Into the substitute, Adama Traore. He's got pace, trickery, and he's got a good finish on him, and he uses that very well. Great introduction to the game from Adama Traore. He picked it up, and he had only one thing in mind here. Cut back inside, fresh legs, away from one, past two with ease, and that's a nice little 1-2. Left foot, right foot, what you want. And then the finish. Really, really nice finish there. Great goal for the youngster. He's lost his first team position really to Emi Buendia in the last few games. But he shows here why he maybe should be considered, because he's such a goal threat. Even though he plays as a winger, he really is a goal scorer more than anything else. Tyder up against Bolasie. Doesn't win it very convincingly, but he's there. Into Ulari, takes it down, and that's 5. That's 5-1. Too easy, just too easy. That's 2 for big man. The big man Obi Ulari gets his second. It was a good ball over from Safir Tyder, who just about won it in a duel with Yannick Bolasie. Tyder had so many options. He could have played it to Bakali, but into Ulari, took it down on the chest. That's a nice finish. East Oxford nearly loses out. Traore does lose out. Jordan Much, the substitute. That's a great ball into Destro. This is where he's going to be at his most dangerous. Duffy can't get near him, and that's another goal for Crystal Palace. What a shame. 5-2. Still, this game looks like it's in the bag, but sloppy there. That was sloppy. Great result. Easy home win. Standard home win for Blackburn. Whose Premier League dominance, it has to be said, dominance continues. For a promoted club, I don't think there's any precedent for this. I remember Hull City doing quite well after promotion, but nothing like this. We're in third place at least. Obi Ulari, man of the match again with 2 goals. Bakali also played really well, as did Adama Traore off the bench. Good performance. Tim will be pleased with that. So there we go, into second. Wow, unbelievable. Only 1 loss so far, and the best goal difference in the league, most of which down to Obi Ulari, and games like that where we put 5 past a disappointing team. 4.8 in the hole still. Could do with making some of that money up. I don't know if we've really got anyone we can sell. Ooh, another game only 2 days later. This is going to be tricky. So great performance there. And yeah, this is the end of the episode. But I'll be back in only 2 days. I'll be back on Wednesday for the next game, which is away at Sunderland. So that should be another goal fest, hopefully. With the way we're playing so far, I fancy us to do pretty well there. Ulari still top of the pops with 10 goals. Although, actually, look, Sunderland are in 7th, so they may be a bit tricky. So we'll see how that goes on Wednesday, and I'll see you in a bit.